Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel and to a brand new episode of Speaking Saturdays. Here's a new set of questions that we've got, so let's get started with part 1. Have you ever taken a ride on a boat? Well, yes, I have quite a few times, in fact, and it has, in the beginning, like the very first time, I realized that I was kind of afraid. I don't know how to swim, so if something were to happen, I'd be dead probably. But no, it was fun. It was a fun ride. It was a short ride, thankfully, and it was like not exactly like in a river or something. It was a creek, so that was fine. Do you like traveling by boat? As long as the water isn't like super deep and it's not like the sea, the river, the ocean or something. If it's a lake, if it's a creek, then it's all fine. Because I'm a very scared person, okay? And I don't know how to swim. So remember, if something were to go wrong, then so I enjoy it, but like there have to be certain, conditions that have to be met. But yeah, it's a nice experience when, it's the area is fine, then it's okay, then it's fine. Like as long as, the water body isn't like wild and raging, then it's good. What are the advantages of traveling by boat? Oh, one thing for sure is the view. It's just amazing, unbelievable. It's very cool being on the water, and it kind of just wobbles a little bit. The boat wobbles, and you're surrounded by water, but you're also safe. So it's a very cool experience to have. And if you know how to boat, then that's like amazing. I don't know how to boat either. The only boats I've been on were ones where somebody else was doing the boating. But yeah, it can also save a lot of time compared to road transport. So that's another thing to keep in mind. That's another really nice benefit. You save quite a bit of time. Do people in your country like to travel by boat? Oh yeah, we have like water metros and stuff like that as well. And of course we have like boats and ferries and cruises and stuff as well. In fact, when we have a huge coastline, so naturally, lots of water, lots of rivers as well, lots of lakes and stuff like that. So that's quite popular. Of course, I think for most people it's more like a necessity than something that they enjoy. But yeah, quite a lot of people do it like as part of their profession. Of course, we have a lot of fishers and things like that. But there's a lot of people that do enjoy it, recreationally. So yeah. Okay, now we'll move on to part 2. Okay, describe a restaurant or a cafe that you often go to. You should say where is it, what it looks like, what kind of services are provided, and explain why you like it. So I moved here about, I think, 3-ish months ago, and like on my, I think, 3rd or 4th day here, I was just walking and exploring the neighborhood, and I came across this really cute hotel or small, well, no, sorry, it was a restaurant. Well, kind of like a mix between a restaurant and a cafe. It's not huge. It's not some huge, again, it's like this area is kind of like semi-rural. So, and it's got this, so that it's this triangular shaped, cute little restaurant. It's made out of wood and like, it's very unique. I love, the ambience and the layout. And it's also, of course, situated in a really quiet and green area. It's a lot of like, it's beautiful. And the fare is actually kind of really simple, to be honest. It's just like you can get like breakfast, lunch, dinner, nothing fancy in terms of food, because again, it's like one hotel, one restaurant that you can find probably for like, it takes me like 15 minutes to walk there. So yeah, it's like the one hotel that we have here, one restaurant that we have here. And I say hotel because there's actually a hotel attached to it. Like you can, rent rooms there, because this is like a tourist area here as well. So they have like, if you just cross the road, they also have hotels. So it's like under the same, brand, so to speak. I've never been there, but I have been to the restaurant. So I go there like for breakfast most days, like not every single day, but like they have a really good local fare is really good. And I mean, it's not like something out of the world, because again, like we don't have a lot of options like where I live right now. But this place is really nice, and the owners are very friendly. Sometimes, when I cannot make my way there, they'll, send me like, they'll have someone send me like breakfast. So that's really nice too. And they're all very warm and friendly as well. So that's, like, yeah, I mean, it's not like I have a huge list of places that I could go to, but this one is fairly good. Again, it's also important that in like a small town or like a rural area, the relationships that you have with people are also sometimes more important than just like the quality of service. Like I said, the food isn't like some 5-star fare or something like that, but it's good enough. Okay, now we'll move on to part 3. Do many people eat in restaurants in your country? Oh, yes, restaurants and things of that sort are super popular. People are just huge foodies, I would say. Food is a big, big, big part of the culture. Wherever you go, there's always going to be people who are eating something somewhere. It's crazy. Like there's a ton of variety in food as well. So restaurants always seem to be packed. They always seem to enjoy a lot of customers. They have, people who also have like their favorite restaurants that they constantly go to or constantly order from. So that's another thing. But yeah, restaurant culture, cafe culture as well. It's huge, I would say. There's a lot of people that they don't know how to cook, and so they'd have like one favorite haunt that they constantly order from or go to. But we also have like areas that are not exactly full restaurants, so like pop-up shops, like really tiny, kind of like bodegas that you have in New York, but a little bit different. Those are also very popular. Why do some people enjoy eating out? I think not just some people, a lot of people enjoy eating out. And of course, one of the reason is just, convenience, right? You don't have to cook. Someone else is doing it for you. So that's great. And of course, most restaurant food is delicious because of all the ingredients that they use. Normally, when you cook at home, you're more health conscious and whatnot. That does affect the taste a little bit. So there's convenience. Of course, people enjoy eating out because it's convenient, but it's also, I think, just a good way to connect with other people when you invite your family, your friends, and so on. You eat with people. It's a bonding experience, right? And also like when you have certain occasions that you would like to celebrate, right? Like you graduated or you got a new job or something like that. We go to restaurants and eat with the people that we love. It's also a great way to try out new cuisines, right? Because let's say you want to try Korean food. Now, cooking Korean food by yourself, that would be kind of risky, because what if it doesn't turn out nice, right? But if you go to a restaurant that has good ratings, then okay, that's gonna be a good experience for sure. I mean, okay, yeah, for the most part, based off like reviews and stuff. So that's another, benefit. That's another reason why people would go to a restaurant. Is it expensive to eat out in your country? Well, I think that depends on the kind of restaurant. Like we have all kinds of restaurants. You have really cheap ones, super affordable ones. Then you have really elite luxury restaurants as well. So you can find whatever you want to look, whatever you need. But in general, if I were to say, I think it's relatively reasonable. I personally don't eat out. I don't think it's good for me personally, for my health and whatever. Again, I just don't enjoy the idea of going outside and eating. I like being at home, but it is affordable for the most part. And many people, especially men, they don't really know. I mean, most men, where I am, generally tend to not have the time to cook or don't know how to cook. And there's a lot of restaurants that are affordable and fairly healthy that, are, yeah, they're like depended on by these people. So no, it's not expensive to eat out. You can have a great time on a budget as well. What's the difference between restaurant food and home cooked food? Well, I think one thing is, of course, home cooked food is always going to be a lot more fresh, and you can control all the ingredients, so it's going to be healthier if you want it to be. If you want it to be, but restaurant food, the thing is, you don't know if it's fresh or if it's something that they made in batches and froze and are just reheating. So freshness is a problem. I think in terms of like the pricing, you can get a lot more done at home for the same price. But of course, it's a lot more convenient if you have someone else doing the cooking for you. So that's, of course, that's going to be factored into the price as well. But restaurant food, again, they could be reusing cooking oils, which is a big problem. It's not good for your heart at all. And they use a lot more salt, sugar, oil, butter, and all that contributes to obesity, cardiovascular disease. We all know that. It's not fun to hear, but it's the truth. And so, I feel like this is very personal. Depends on the person. Not all restaurant food is unhealthy. You have a lot of healthy restaurants that have come up that are, for people who are diet conscious, health conscious. So, but yeah, in general, you cannot really trust that this other person, the stranger that's cooking for you, is really gonna, be careful and whatnot. So I think that food that you make with your own hands is ultimately always going to be the best option. But of course, sometimes the convenience is just really hard to beat. Alright, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to click on like. And we have tons of videos for speaking and writing, so don't forget to check those out. And in case you're looking for a course, we have batches available that start every Monday. So reach out on the phone number you see on the screen, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.